I am Rashwin Pal Singh, and I'm very pleased to get to welcome all of us for this program today. It's also the time when we want to make sure that we have the right civic engagement to take part in the actions we can.
At this particular time, what you do and your commitment and what you decide to spend your energy on is incredibly important. While it is a challenge, it is also an opportunity.
So Refuge to Refugees is a non-profit organization that seeks to raise awareness regarding the plight of refugees in Malaysia, as well as provide education for refugee children. People look at awards and people look at big accomplishments and big statistics and data, and not really what goes on behind the scenes.
It's about making sure that there is a continuing process to better the situation in whatever aspect of human rights.
It's not about the objectives, it's about the process and about the journey, and feeling that you're never too young to make change happen.
10 more seconds, guys. Oh.
10 more seconds? We're only warming up now.
So my question is, how do you ensure a continuity and sustainability of your campaign? And how do you make sure that you kind of stay relevant in today's media?
You also have to think about how you address these issues based on timing. If it is happening now, you have to be extra cautious. If you discuss the refugee issues today, in a year's time, the impact will not be as strong as it is today because it's happening right now. So as a journalist, you never want to make those factual errors. You want to cover your bases thoroughly. So who are the people, who are the stakeholders involved in this? Make sure you get everybody's views on it.
You've got to be prepared for the unexpected. And when it happens, you've got to have your head around you.
I just have one question. How do you reach out to the furthest community?
As long as people are connected, you should be able to reach all communities, as many communities as possible. With activism, you have to be with them and to understand what their problems are.
Being a journalist helped me to fulfill my social justice thirst and also continue telling stories.
I think you'll find a lot of journalists who feel the same. We do have kind of like a thirst for social justice. It's kind of part of our identity, right? The media is supposed to be the fourth estate of the government. By definition, we are supposed to hold people in power accountable for things that they do and stand up for the people.
How to start a campaign, start a movement that will bring change, that will inspire people to take action without going viral.
So take that one small step first. I know it's frustrating. I know, especially there are times where you feel like these issues have gone on for too long, and you know that there are so many people suffering for it, and you're like, I'm only going to take this 1 inch forward. Actually, that's probably the best way.
But if you want to go fast, go alone. Please go alone. But if you want to go far, and I believe you do, then you got to go with your team.
COVID has created unlimited amount of challenges, and we have to remember that it is also the time when civic engagement is most needed.